Good morning, and let's just talk about everything. Let's talk about the Joker movie, let's talk about England, and let's talk about toxic fandom. Right, the Joker movie, the Joker origin movie is now officially greenlit at Warner Brothers and will be part of DC Dark. Yes, Walter Hamada, genius that he is, has instigated a set of movies for DC Light, which will be the Justice League universe and the shared universe. And DC Dark will basically be one-off films like this Joaquin Phoenix origin Joker movie. And I'm so proud to have an actor as prominent as Joaquin playing the Joker. I believe this could be amazing. I believe the man could be nominated and could win an Oscar for this if it's done properly. Warner Brothers are now talking about the film and they're very excited. This is going to be another low-budget DC movie like the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie is going to be. And I'm really excited about this. So it could actually be released as soon as late 2019 because there's not going to be CG. It's going to be a film that's made purely within the camera, mostly. So that's really exciting. A lot of people have tried to criticize this. Oh, why are we getting two Joker movies? Well, it's been explained to you. Unless you're that dumb and that stupid and that thick, you get it. Jared Leto's Joker is part of DC Light, the Justice League shared universe, and Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie will be part of this DC Dark, these standalone movies, and I couldn't be more excited for the future of the DC live-action movie universe. And of course, not this weekend, but the following weekend, it's San Diego Comic-Con. Now, people are going on about DC TV, this, that. I don't care about any of that. All I care is about the DC film panel. That's what's exciting. We have a potential announcement on the Snyder Cut. We have a potential announcement about a Superman movie. And of course, I'm sure they're going to be talking about this Joker origin movie too. So I'm so pumped as a DC fan to hear what they have to say. So not really interested about DC TV apart from Krypton. And I'm quite interested in the Lucifer panel as well, if they're doing one. So they're the things I'm interested in. But really this announcement finally is that in September they start filming this Joker origin movie is fantastic. And as I say, to have a man as prominent and as a talent and a creative as prominent as Joaquin Phoenix is fantastic because he's not going to come publicly and talk about silly identity politics. He's going to talk about the film. He's going to show us his excitement. It's just about the movie, and this is what Warner Brothers are doing, opposed to Disney's obsession with identity politics and having people like Brie Larson slaughtering white males for some reason. In fact, we might as well talk about that while I'm here, because apparently white males are going to not watch Captain Marvel. Well done, Brie. Great marketing. Great way to mess up one of the great movies, right? We've always wanted a Captain Marvel film. I've read Captain Marvel. I love Captain Marvel. And you, Brie Larson, in the space of a few months, have created, we talk about fan toxicity, and you are being toxic. It's not us, it's you. So let's talk about this toxicity that they're going on about. I did a video about it yesterday. Let me do it again. Let me talk to you. They talk about this toxicity within the fandom. Is it the fans who bleed creatives and actors dry until they have to take drugs just to walk on set? Is it the fans who sexually abuse female actors? No. Is it the fans who run Hollywood like a drug den? Is it? There are real criminals running Hollywood. The actors are not treated right. I speak to actors. I don't go on about it. Of course I don't, but I'll speak to actors. I know what goes on in Hollywood, and it's terrible. Don't talk to me about toxicity in the fandom when you Hollywood producers and directors use and abuse your talent so badly that a lot of them end up being on prescribed medication, end up committing suicide. So why don't you clean up your own house before you start talking about us? and trying to make us the problem because we tell you we don't like your films, because we tell you maybe we don't like you. That's not toxicity. That's not bullying. That's passion from an audience. And the more you keep on talking about toxicity, the more you make it a thing. That's what you want. You want to take back control. But at the end of the day, once you start treating your talent with respect and not abuse them sexually via rape, drugs and murder, maybe we'll have a bit more respect for you. And maybe when you start making good films again, we'll start having respect for you again. Right, that's enough of that negativity. Let's talk about England. England are in the semi-finals of the World Cup. What a fantastic achievement by Gareth Southgate, and he's done it by 100% positivity. No negativity, no trying to put down the opponents. He's a man who respects everyone, and he's given those players respect. Win, lose or draw tonight, England have had a successful World Cup run. And this is just the beginning under Gareth Southgate, unless a club grabs him, because it looks like he's a really good manager. Now, I know he hasn't done well in club management. He didn't have a great time at Middlesbrough, but I do really believe that's not fair, because I think if you talk to the Middlesbrough players who played under him, actually they really liked him, and they would have swum in a vat of acid for him. So tonight against Croatia, can England actually beat this team? Well, let's talk about Croatia as well. Let's be balanced. The Croatian people have been through a terrible time in their history. If they get to that final tonight, they're going to cry. They're going to cry because it's not just about football. This is amazing for them. We don't know we're alive. We don't know we're born compared to these poor people. And they're there supporting their country. Brilliant. But we're English and we want England to win. You know, it's been a long time coming. We've had so many great players who have failed us, who have failed to deliver on the promise, aka the golden generation. People like Rio Ferdinand and Gary Neville confirming that there was kind of this club rivalry and they weren't sitting next to each other. But again, that would have been down to the coach and the FA at the time to, get rid of that stupid, poisonous atmosphere, and they didn't. But look at this. He's put together a bunch of players who, some of them don't even play for their clubs regularly, and some of them who play for lower clubs. It's amazing what he's achieved, picking players on what he believes can do the job rather than reputation is a brilliant new format in international football. And he's the only one who's had the guts to do it. He booted Rooney out in a very polite fashion. Gareth Southgate is one of those guys who could stick one finger in your face and you probably hug him and give him a grand afterwards. It's amazing. So do I believe we can do this? I do. I genuinely do. I don't think we're the greatest team in the World Cup, but we're well organised. We can score goals. And I believe if we keep it tight, I saw Croatia in their last game, and they were very susceptible to cross balls and headed balls. I also believe we can play on the floor if we have to. But it's very important we're concentrated when they're going out. So they have a very strong midfield. But is this impossible? No. Is this improbable? Maybe. But I don't. All I want to do is be positive, because it's not just about winning or losing. This is about the occasion, the event. Tonight, we are in a World Cup semi-final for the first time since 1990. And this World Cup as a whole has been fantastic and beautiful. Congratulations to the Russians and the Russian people. No matter the rights or the wrongs of the Russian government, we can't take that out on the Russian people. The Russian people are just like me or you. They've been supporting their country. Their country did fabulous. Quarterfinals of a World Cup, they're actually quite a good team. Well done, Russia. So I don't hate Russia. I was a bit nervous about the World Cup being held there, mainly because of stupid propaganda. We've already heard from England fans saying that the media wrongly scared the England fans from coming to Russia. And there's barely any of us out there. But being England and being passionate, we're still heard when kickoffs happen. What I would say to people, don't do stupid things like those idiots did jumping on cars. Show the world what kind of country the UK is. I was born in the UK. I may live in Cyprus now, but I was born in the UK for many years of my life. I love the country. Come on, England. We could do it. It's coming home.